All right, we turn our attention to Litchfield County, 644, where the winter storm warning is still in effect, and we do have moderate to heavy precipitation coming down in the form of sleet and freezing rain. You can see where these really deep purples, this magenta color, North Cornwall Bridge, North Goshen, you guys are getting it, and this is going to continue keeping on for at least the next couple of hours, and it should transition over to a little bit of snow as some colder air continues to wrap in. You'll see a little bit of a transition way up in parts of Mount Washington Road up there, Mount West Road, Route 41. You guys are starting to see a little bit of that snow as well, and this will continue to push on into northern Connecticut over the course of the next couple of hours. So at least for the next 3 to 4 more hours, we are going to see precipitation in the state. It'll be in the form of sleet and freezing rain, some plain rain for the immediate shoreline, and then all snow for a period of time. In Litchfield County, we could pick up an additional ½ an inch to an inch of snow before all is said and done up in Litchfield, on top of what you've already gotten. You've gotten a pretty good substantial amount of snow. Roads are messy, slick conditions. Please slow it down out there. Winter storm warning continues for Litchfield until 1. Winter weather advisory in effect until 10 o'clock this morning for northern Fairfield and northern New Haven counties. And there's also a wind advisory in effect until noon. There's also a flood warning in effect. I do apologize for that. There's also a flood warning in effect for the immediate coastline of Fairfield County and New Haven counties, as we're dealing with some minor flooding in that part of the state. So if you live in a normally flood-prone area of Connecticut, keep an eye on things along the shoreline, because you are dealing with some minor flooding. Bethel, 8 inches. Southington, 8 inches. Woodbridge, 7, Farmington, 7, Torrington, 7. Look at these snowfall totals, pretty impressive. 6.5 in Hamden, Branford, Manchester, New Hartford, all coming in at the ½ mark, if not a little bit better. Old Lyme, 5.5, New London at 5, and we're taking a look at the temperatures. Now, the temperatures are going to be playing a factor in the way you feel today. You're going to feel cold out there because the numbers are not going to rise too much during the day today into the low to mid 40s. We're at the normal for right now. However, there is this sustained wind out there, anywhere from 10 to 23 miles an hour. A 23-mile-an-hour sustained wind in Groton. You know the gusts there. 28 to 29 is going to make it feel even colder. We're going to send it to the wind chill values right now. 30 in Groton. It feels like it's in the upper teens across the state. So we've got some pretty chilly numbers out there for you. The mix continues this morning. It ends later this morning, and then we should see some breaks of sun this afternoon. All right, I think Melissa Cole is standing by out on the patio. We're going to send it out to her. She's right here in Rocky Hill. Melissa Cole, take it away.
Hi, Scott. Yeah, we're outside here on the patio, right outside of the station. And this is what you're left with in central Connecticut. You got a lot of slush. It's heavy, just wet slush on the sidewalk areas. But I got to say, I'm looking across the road here in the business park where the station is, across the street, big company there, and the parking lot is completely clear. So folks who are coming into this part of the state getting to work, I think they'll be just fine. But as you were just talking about, in the western part of the state, that's when we're going to start to see some of that wraparound snow, which could again reduce the visibility, cause a quick coating, and cause some slippery travel. But right now we've just got like a little bit of a mist going on here in the Rocky Hill area. Very, very light precipitation. And here's the snow that's left. So I got to say, for the kids who have a late opening, I know my kids in West Hartford going in 2 hours late today. If they want to get in a little bit of, snowmen or whatever out in the snow, it's pretty good snow for making snowballs, snowmen, things like that. For the kids who don't have school, maybe they could even get in a little bit of sledding before some of this, melts throughout the day today. We're going to see some sunshine by about noon today, and temperatures climbing up into the low to mid 40s. So a lot of what you see out there isn't going to be sticking. So that's the latest from outside on the patio. Not too bad here in Rocky Hill, but we are watching that little band of snow that will be impacting parts of Litchfield County and western Connecticut over the course of the next couple of hours.